Hi Leo, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten and I have your love and emotional dynamic all laid out for you for the month of November. This is a general reading, so not all messages will apply to every Leo. However, I do beg to differ sometimes with that rhetoric that we say. I feel like if you listen and if you're sensitive to the energy of the card, even if your scenario is not called out in the reading, the energy will apply in some way, and you'll find that these readings on YouTube by any tarot reader, including myself, will be quite accurate for you. So let's go ahead and get started. It's for your love and emotions for the month of November. So your overall... please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Guys, please hit the like button. And if you'd like a personalized reading, my information will be in the description box below. Now let's get started. Your overall theme for this reading is the Judgment and the Eight of Cups. Judgment is a wake-up call. I'm just going to tell you the meaning of the card real quick. It's an announcement, it's a verdict, it's a decision made after one has reviewed the past. And after they make that judgment call, there's a new life, a new beginning, a renewal, possibly reconciliation, forgiveness, and one feels renewed. There's a rebirth, giving someone or something a second chance and forgiving them for past indiscretions. I clarified that with the Eight of Cups, and we got someone walking away, tearfully and regretfully leaving someone behind because there was unfulfillment, dissatisfaction. Someone wasn't able to make a difference. And so now they tried. They had high hopes. They really wanted this to work, but it didn't. And so now they got to move on and try and find, a place that's right for them, that will give them more meaning, and where they can make a bigger impact and make a bigger difference. Okay? So I feel like this could be either or. In the past, someone walked away from you, Leo, or you walked away from them. This could also be, it doesn't have to be separation from a relationship. Could be an issue within the relationship. Okay? Someone's refusing to deal with it anymore. Okay? But someone walks away. It's either you or them. They made the decision to walk away. So there might have been a breakup in the past. And now, for some reason, someone is considering forgiving the other and going back. Right? Giving someone a second chance. And renewing this association. Or renewing the matter. Because maybe they've had a wake-up call. And they realize, how much is at stake. They realize how important you are. How important this relationship is. So I know there's a lot of love. Why all this is happening is the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups next to the Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles. But I'm going to read these two cards here. Now, just intuitively going through the card, the card is someone is doing something that's kind of unreal here. Being very flighty, scattered emotionally, possibly unrealistic. This could even be my getting high card, drug inducement, So there might have been drugs involved. There might have been illusions, impractical dreams or fantasies, an idealistic idea of what this romance or this situation is all about. Confusion about someone's feelings for you. Confusion because maybe you're like, why did you pick me? Emotionally confused and unrealistic. Possibly even suffering from some delusional fantasies. And for some of you, this might have involved feeling like your partner had other options. Okay, and that's why you walked away. But this is kind of delusional. I'm just going to say it. With the Seven of Cups, I feel like this could have been, and the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups, I feel like this could have been a delusion. Dreamy, not real. Or you may have had a lot of options, and maybe this person you were involved with, who might have been quite younger than you, who put you on this pedestal that you spoiled, or has fallen deeply in love with you, may be confused about how you feel about them, whether or not to keep indulging them in this fantasy. You may have walked away. For any of these reasons, this might have been why someone walked away, and now, because the feelings are there, going back into this situation. With the Page of Cups, whenever I see the Page of Cups, I know someone's deeply in love, or I feel like someone's deeply in love, deeply caught up in someone, okay? And especially with this King of Pentacles here. So someone, and it may be a father-daughter type of relationship. Someone could be getting cared for, like a parent-child type of relationship. But I feel like there could be a message coming in for you in the near future, around mid-May, from this person, or you could be sending a message to them, expressing your feelings, or they're expressing their feelings for you. This could be with someone who has earth sign qualities, or Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person. I see strong water, however, in this reading. Strong water. Possibly a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Maybe even a Leo. Okay? So you could be in love with someone who is very grounded, but who is all about the money. Maybe someone who is focused on their business right now, or vice versa. There's a message coming from this person, or you're extending a message to someone like this. And it's an emotional message of love. Someone wanting to ground you, to center the situation, to ground the situation, to enjoy it again, to bring the pleasure back, to advise it. Okay? They may be offering you understanding. I feel like with this Judgment card, this person, because the King of Pentacles, although he's money-minded, he's business-minded, he's also a good friend. And this person allows the people around him in his kingdom to grow and to develop, and he benefits from their freedom of expression. He benefits greatly from it. So this is someone who doesn't judge. This is someone who's really open emotionally and wants to help you. I feel this person wants to come back and help you, or is calling you and trying to help you center and calm your emotions. And they bring you a sense of calm, which is making you consider going back, taking them back, giving them a second chance. Despite maybe an illusion that they have someone else, or that their love is impractical and unrealistic, or that you can't live up to their dream. You or they may see the other as being very impressionable, very sensitive, and very gullible. Okay, so there may be a protective quality wanting to protect this person. You may want to protect this person if it's a water sign who left you. Because I'm seeing it by the energies now. It may be that you want to protect this person. Or care for this person. Okay? Or vice versa. And because I got the doctorate as well, there could be, I'm sorry, I keep getting lost in this because I see like a therapist here, someone who could give you advice and counsel. Maybe you'll be getting some therapy, or maybe you'll take someone's advice to get some therapy, because I feel like with this emotional delusion, fantasy, or possibly drug issue or alcohol issue, you might need some therapy, some of you, okay? Or work on your inner child. There's some parent-child issues here, and you might need to work on your inner child, Leo. And maybe you're going to be doing that, taking someone's advice or working with a therapist doing that to get yourself centered, to see things in a more realistic way. Or someone like this is coming into your life because they love you, and there's an emotional message, a lot of care and concern. They want to help balance you and stabilize either you or the relationship again. Okay? Going into the farther future towards the end of the month of November, we got the Chariot card and the Queen of Wands, with the clarifier of the Doctore. Chariot can be a Cancer. Like I said, there's a water sign, strong water sign energy here, or earth sign. So this water sign, sorry about my dog. You could be dealing with a water sign towards the end of November, or this earth sign, or someone with water and earth in their chart, and moving ahead with them. I feel like because see how different these two horses are. So they have differences. They had some differences, but now they're working together to go forward on a steady course ahead with a joint aim. So I see you guys coming back together towards the end of November. Okay? Through possibly the willfulness and the directness of the water sign or the earth sign involved with you, Leo. Okay, so I see them pushing you, directing you, trying to guide you, or having your back to help move you forward. Okay? I feel like this water sign takes the initiative to move ahead with you and to bring the relationship and its differences back into balance. Because here it's all scattered and out of balance. Okay? Or maybe brings you emotionally back into balance. Okay? Because someone has emotional problems here. I'm sorry. For some of you are dealing with some emotional problems, deep-seated childhood problems, Leo. So they're putting the water sign or the earth sign. Let me just pull him up. Could be putting a lot of effort, energy, and power into moving ahead with you, to bringing the relationship and its differences or the confusion around the relationship or your mental imbalance back into balance. The water sign here has become very understanding. And although they may have been selfish in the past, because remember I saw some spoiling going on here, spoiling someone younger. So there might have been some selfish qualities on the water sign or the earth sign in the past, but now they're putting all their energy and effort into helping or healing you, Leo. So that's wonderful. Know that. Trust that. They're going to make a strong effort to back you and to consider your needs going forward. That's very nice. The reason why I keep bringing up therapy is I clarify these two cards with the Doctore. The Doctore for me is as a hypnotherapist is always my hypnotherapy card, or a therapist card, psychologist card. And someone is healing someone here in the picture. Someone is helping someone out. It just confirms and clarifies the tarot. So that's what's going on. And like I said, Leo, you may want to seek some, if you haven't already, you may want to seek some therapy, possibly hypnotherapist or a Reiki healer or a psychologist for some childhood issues. So that you can see realistically your partner, person of interest, in a more practical and even manner. And not make outlandish assumptions about their fidelity or trustworthiness. But I see going towards December, possibly a couple of different outcomes, all right? Depending on choices or decisions that you make. So for some of you, you might experience at the end of the month a surprise, a pleasant surprise. Okay? Someone might be planning or strategizing a surprise party, surprise engagement. Someone might find out that they're pregnant. If you get that therapy, you might have an amazing breakthrough and a new life, a renewal, a fresh new start in life because of a breakthrough that you make about something that happened in your childhood. The way you were raised. And then for some of you, the delusion may come back. All right? I don't see evidence well, wait a minute. We got the King of Pentacles here. But I feel like there might be an accusation again of cheating. This is a betrayal card. This is a relationship that is destroyed because of betrayal or third-party interest, and we have the Three of Cups here. But this is coming from your side. I feel like this is your energy and this is their energy. Right? I feel like they walked away from you. You're considering going back. Possibly you get a call or a message from this person around mid-month. They want to work things out. They want to bring you down. They want to help you calm. They want to help you get some help. Maybe if you have a drug problem. I'm going all over the place with this, but feel the energy, okay? They want to help you see things in a more practical manner. They love you. They're bringing wisdom. They're bringing advice, right? You're considering going back. You do go back. You guys get back together around the end of the month. And they make a concerted, strong effort to back you and to help you and to bring the relation back into balance, because maybe they realized things were out of balance before. There was a difference, and maybe you were putting unrealistic energy into the relationship or had unrealistic ideas about the relationship, or vice versa. Now the reunion is at hand, and it could be a sudden breakup because of delusions coming back and forcing a breakup. Or, like I said before, which could be the worst case scenario. Or one of the more positive scenarios could be that because of an amazing breakthrough that this person has, they may choose, their feelings for you change, and maybe they want to reunite, maybe they want to get engaged, maybe someone finds out that they're pregnant, maybe there's a surprise gift, just some show of appreciation that's a surprise that someone wants to bring into your life at the end of the month. I'm so sorry I can't be more defined or definitive. Actually, I did throw, I forgot because it's not in the viewer here, but I did throw a clarifier, as I recall. I threw a clarifier for this tower. What is this tower? Now, it could be any of the things I just mentioned, but for the majority of you, unfortunately, for the majority of you, the tower is the negative worst case scenario, because you believe someone is being unfaithful. The dog upright is faithful and loyal. If you get the dog, any of your feelings of feeling like your partner's cheating on you, in a Sibylla, if you get the dog, they're not cheating. I've found these Sibyllas to be extremely accurate. But reverse, there's cheating. But again, because I don't see strong evidence cards, but I do see a lot of illusion and delusion and drug or alcohol-induced fantasy, that this might be a perception that's wrong. But it causes a breakup and dysfunction or breakdown in the relationship again. So any of you dealing with that, please get help. I hope that this isn't the case for the majority of you, because there's a lot of love here, despite an age difference or difference in status or money. There's a lot of love here, a lot of idealism too, on both parts. But I also see a strong desire, especially on the water signs part or the earth signs part, to make this work with you, Leo. And they're willing to go above and beyond to do this. But everybody's got a threshold. Everybody's got a threshold. So they walked away before, they can walk away again. Make sure you're of your right mind. All right? get yourself, if you're having some issues where, with alcohol or drugs or just fantastical ideas that aren't true or that others say aren't true, maybe believe that and maybe get some help, Leo. Let's do an oracle card. I'm using the I haven't used these too often. Fairy Oracle, so let's see what the Fairy Oracle says by Lucy Cavendish. So what advice and counsel do you have for Leos, single, couple Leos, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign Leos, higher self? Please give us some guidance and advice for Leos. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign Leos. What advice and guidance do you have for them? I think you can read these reverse or right side up. So I didn't really look to see if I have them reverse or right side up. So it's just whatever falls out. Okay. So we got Into the Woods. Stranger in a strange land, new experiences, feeling uncertain in a transition zone. Let me just find that in the book, guys. Hold on. So, since it came out reversed, we'll read that meaning. So, it says, the reverse meaning simply intensifies the upright meaning in the card's case, allowing fear to freeze you in the spot, Leo, thus making you more vulnerable than you fear you already are. So, feeling as though the spotlight of scrutiny is on you, wishing to be invisible and to walk on your path without anyone noticing or questioning, a sense of not noticing that there are indeed allies journeying with you and doubting that there will be any reward, except perhaps that of standing out for being different, not knowing the customs and language, how you are supposed to behave in this place, and find yourself allowing self-talk about fears and lack of confidence to override your natural abilities. So I know that's kind of deep, but it is talking about letting your fears rule you and guide you. Your fears are kind of illusional or delusional. And so I stand by my my guidance, which was to maybe get yourself centered and seek some help and get some counseling, because this relationship is definitely worth keeping, and possibly even joint counseling. All right? It's my reading for you, Leo. Hope that you enjoyed it. And I hope it had some resonance for the majority of you out there. Blessings.